Good morning and happy Friday, everyone. It is just around 10:07 this morning. Actually, I got 6:51 on my clock, and I have a low and high act of kindness to do. So, I guess I would say my low is this week as a whole got kind of slow for me. Kind of wish you went by a little bit faster. The reason being is because Horseheads has homecoming today. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Okay, so there's that. Let's see. My high would have to be that, obviously, homecoming yesterday, but also, the Lions won. That was my pick, so I am officially 1-0 for the week, for week 4. And also, we had a really great episode of Hot Ones, which I will be talking about momentarily. So, alright, I have an act of kindness, don't I? Let's see, what was my act of kindness? I helped my mom watch my nephews yesterday afternoon. There was something I took care of on my own. I guess I'm running out of... Actually, well, I did run a few errands for my grandma, too. That happened. So, yeah, I did a few things overall yesterday. So, right, I have a new episode of Hot Ones to talk about. Just turn it off. Oh, never mind, okay. I thought I screwed it up, okay. Because I have on my computer I have 2 sets of notes. One for keeping track of all the NFL picks I make. And, specifically if I get the picks right or wrong. And, I had to get my Hot Ones notes out. So, I mean, pretty obvious. For those of you who didn't know, Cardi B was on Hot Ones yesterday, and, you know, she really has become a major rapper superstar. She is. And getting her insight on a few things was quite interesting. For example, her new hit single, Bongos, she talked about how, well, the first question Sean asked was, is it possible for you to hear any kind of song for the first time? And specifically Bongos in this case. And can you immediately feel like it's going to be a hit? Well, she mentioned that she didn't like the song, but she didn't quite know right away it would be a hit. Also, in the video, they wear very fancy hats. And Cardi B's idea was to make the beach look fancy. And, I mean, you gotta have fancy hats. That's a rule. I can see myself in a fancy hat. I like fancy hats. I mean, coming December, I wear my Santa hat, which I just realized this is the last Friday in September. It's also the second to last day of the month of September. So, I mean, I know people are already joking about the holiday season coming up, and a bunch of people at this point already have Halloween decorations up. But this month went by pretty fast. It just shocks me a little bit, you know? Let's see, what else did Carly D talk about? She talked about the goal of an album intro song, saying that, like, with Cardi B, the album intro song is her way of addressing everyone and everything going on in her life. Basically, you're getting the BS out of the way. And then, because her prerogative for making an album or any kind of music at all, she wants to have fun. But even she knows that, you know, life isn't perfect. there are a few things you gotta address, talk about, or in her case, sing her feelings out. And so that album intro song, it's supposed to be like, catchy, but also address, kind of, the nonsense going on in life. That's actually pretty smart and impressive, if I do say so myself, in my humble opinion. Let's see. The aesthetic appeal of being a model for Terry Mugler, one of her favorite designers, like having him choose Cardi B to wear a museum piece meant everything to her. So, okay, shout out to Terry Mugler. Okay. Sometimes on Instagram or on YouTube, they'll do like shorts that are like kind of previews for the episode coming up. And one question that was in the preview was, how do you feel about recording a clean version of a radio song? And Carly B just straight up said it's annoying. And I get it. I mean, listen, as I've gotten older, I have grown to appreciate the concept of, okay, a song should be played and listened to as written. Whether it has, curse words or dirty language or not. But I will admit, I do see the idea of, some parents really just do not want their children listening to anything that's, too young for them to handle. And I completely understand that. But never once did I ever think, how do the artists themselves feel about having to do that? Well, from Cardi B's perspective, she finds it annoying. Enough said. Let's see. The thoughts on aliens and how they may or may not have visited Earth. Well, this is it. Normally when you talk about aliens, almost everyone says they're real. Not Cardi B, though. Cardi B doesn't believe that they're real. In fact, she even asked the question, if they are real, and if they are in fact smarter than we are, why haven't they invaded us? That's actually a very fair question. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I mean, the more I think about it, I think of this one quote from One Piece, specifically when Blackbeard first met Luffy. This is before Blackbeard and Luffy knew each other. Luffy and Zoro had just gotten beat up by Bellamy in that one bar on Jaya, and Blackbeard's standing out there, and he said, basically akin to keep in mind, I am paraphrasing this, but when you know you're better than the other guy, you come across fights that just aren't worth fighting. And I think that may be why aliens have never invaded us. Like, they know they could invade us, and they know they could probably win. There's just no point of wasting whatever resources they have on us, And I get it. So, I do believe that. So, I understand why Cardi B believes this about, not aliens not being real. But I can make a case that the reason why aliens haven't invaded us is because they already know they're better than us. Why bother? She talked about the artists that she looks up to, specifically Jay-Z and Rihanna, which at some point, I know a day is going to come where they do have Jay-Z and Rihanna on the show. It'd be pretty cool if that happened, wouldn't it? She made this one salute to a wrestler in one of her songs, and Sean asked, was that actually a salute to said athlete, or were you trying to come up with a good rhyme? And it's actually a bit of both. which, I mean, sometimes making a good song, you really gotta go with, you have one idea, but to make it good, make it rhyme, make it catchy, you gotta make a few sacrifices. She wanted to use Triple H, but it didn't rhyme with what she said, so she used, I forget the name of the other wrestler that she used. I'm very sorry. And, then she talked about her WrestleMania outfit. Now keep in mind, it's been a long time since I ever really paid attention to any kind of wrestling in any capacity. But she said that her WrestleMania outfit for her has to be skimpy. And you gotta have a grand entrance, which, okay. Alright. I get that sort of appeal, I suppose. Let's see. Oh, this is actually a very interesting question okay, before I get to the question, this was the bomb. And, I mean, Cardi B really was not having it, but major props go to her for, sticking by and sticking through it. Because it really did look like she was going to quit for a second. With that said, taking David Letterman for a chopped cheese sandwich in New York City. Because Sean Evans is a huge David Letterman fan. And he loves himself a chopped cheese. Basically, it's like the biggest culture shock for him. But for Cardi B, it actually, it wasn't her favorite part of that whole thing. Her favorite part was actually going to FDR's house. I mean, she just talked about how, because according to, she's a huge FDR fan, a huge Eleanor Roosevelt fan. And she talked about how, just being in the very room where FDR and Winston Churchill talked about dropping the atomic bomb, or the nuke as she was calling it. Now it makes me wonder, what did they say to each other that day? I mean, I'm sure maybe somebody recorded it or something. I'm sure maybe somebody asked either FDR or Churchill what they said. Maybe they wrote it down. I don't know. But sometimes when you enter, a famous room, and it's famous for whatever reason that it's supposed to be famous for, it makes you really wonder what exactly happened. Where in the room did it happen? What was going on? Did the room even look like the way it does when you first walked in? That's a lot of questions you gotta ask when you think about it. She talked about how the best children's book for a rap mom like herself is Llama Llama Red Pajama. Okay. I had no idea that was even a book. Okay. But, the last question, and it's actually the kind of question that not a lot of people ask other celebrities, specifically those that are into, the music genre, and in Cardi B's case, are as big and famous as her. But who is she in and out of the spotlight? Is the Cardi B you see on stage the exact same person you see when, let's say, she's walking down the street, or possibly in the grocery store, or doing whatever that doesn't involve singing? And there's really not much difference at all. In Cardi B's case, and pardon the language, they both be sensitive ass bitches. Let's just say it's a good thing she was eating ice cream near the end, because she could barely take it anymore. So yeah, this was a great episode of Hot Ones, So you first have NSYNC, then you got Cardi B. That's two really big guests in a row. I mean, I'm hoping that the guests that we get this season are of equal or greater value. But I do feel nervous for whoever comes next. Like, I mentioned this the other day before I knew Cardi B was going to be on Hot Ones. Like, you have NSYNC. Whoever you have should be just as big as they are, if not greater. And, thankfully you got Cardi B. But on the off chance that they weren't, like, that is really, like, that can be kind of a letdown. Like, you don't want to be, like, right now, you don't want to be the person who comes after Cardi B. You at least want to be, you at the very earliest want to be the person who comes after the person who comes after Cardi B. But, I mean, the good folks over at First Week Feast and Hot Ones have always been full of surprises, and they've always done a fantastic job at subverting expectations. So, whoever does come next, I'm sure will be a guest of great importance. We just don't know, at this moment, we just don't know who it is. All I know is that tonight, Horseheads has homecoming. I'm totally going to be there to support my Blue Raiders. It's going to be awesome, support my Alma Mater. And it's going to be fun out. As Bender Bending Rodriguez would say, it's going to be fun out and fun. I hope y'all like this video. If you did, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I am very humbled that I made this video for all of you guys who watch and enjoy for today. And hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Friday. Did I do Happy Friday? You know what? It's been a long time since I've done this, haven't I? But in honor of my old choir teacher, Happy Friday! Happy Friday! Happy Friday! Happy Friday! Happy Friday! That was a choir performance that we did. So have a happy Friday and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.